Our weekly Datebook features a new exhibition at Joe McCauley Gallery. Now, typically Datebook is all about things you can do on the weekend, and that's not exactly the case here. McCauley Gallery is located on Heartland Community College's normal campus, and it's only open during the week. And it's also a bit of work to find this white-walled little gem in the Instructional Commons Building. But trust me, it's worth it, particularly now as we approach Women's History Month. The exhibit features and centers the voices of 6 women.
I can remember being 12 years old, thinking this will never happen to me again. I can remember saying no one is going to protect me but me, and that's how I live my life. I never let my past dictate my future. I've always been very spiritual. I chase what's in the Bible. I chase what my grandmother taught me. I chased trying to do the right things so bad things would stop happening to me. I can remember running away.
This is Anne. Artist David Dow created sculptures inspired by her and 5 other women for a solo show at Joe McCauley Gallery at Heartland Community College. Actually, it's not a solo show. Sure, Dow made the sculptures, larger-than-life amalgams of reclaimed materials, modeling clay, papier-mâché, and what has to be thousands, if not tens of thousands, of handcrafted and strung glass beads. Next to each piece, there is a QR code where you can listen to each woman's story. The exhibition is about second chances. It's about resilience and rebirth. The title is Perennial Optimism 2.0.
The overarching story is the lesson we can learn from nature. During the winter, we look outside, everything looks dead, dormant, dark. But with time and with care and nurturing, blooms start to occur. You see green, you see shoots, you see life coming back. And really the lesson is, for us as human beings, it's the same with people. Things can look dark, things can look bleak, things can look hopeless, things can even look dead. But with time and care and nurturing, human beings come back too.
I am still a work in progress, and I feel like I will be forever, and that's okay.
All but one of the 6 women featured in the show experienced incarceration. All but one received services from the YWCA of McLean County's Labyrinth Outreach Program and Labyrinth Made Goods. That's a program that Dow helped start. The outlier is McCauley Gallery coordinator, Sharbanu Hamza.
She and her sister had to flee the theocracy in Iran just to be women with a voice and to be artists without the fear of being picked up, arrested, tortured, disappeared, even murdered for not having their hijab on or for having a voice or for being a woman. Sharbanu's story is really interesting because she left her mother, her father, her family, the country she loved, and she came here to not such open arms necessarily. You know, when she and her sister first came here, people would say, "Aren't you grateful to be out of that country?" And they would say, in the sense, we're grateful not to be fearful for our lives every day. Yes, but it's a country we love.
Sharbanu's sculpture sits at the gallery's entrance, presiding over it, in a sense, acting as curator, and providing a counter-narrative to a different kind of incarceration.
The physical distance from my roots did not sever the emotional ties that bound me to Iran. My heart, like a compass, continues to point back to the place I will call home forever. In every step, in every breath, I carry the echoes of the voices left behind.
We imprison people. We take away their license, driver's license, their licenses for work. We take away their housing.
Their ability to vote.
Their ability to vote and their dignity. And then they get out and we expect them to be fully engaged in their community and contributing and all of that. It's impossible. Oftentimes, particularly for the women that are incarcerated, but also the women of Iran, their stories are being told in the press. By proxy, by an attorney, by a man, in the case of women in Iran. Here, each of the women, even if they're not present during the exhibit every day, you can scan on the QR code and hear a 3-minute message of hope about their lives. And then there's a 20 to sometimes 30-minute conversation with them about their journey.
My neighbor overwintered her yard by just mowing the whole thing down. Hostas, crocuses, tulips, everything just mowed with her mower. Just chaos and hostility onto these plants, right? And you know what? They're going to make it. They're going to come back. And I think it's such a beautiful metaphor that people can take a huge beating and still be, not just come back, but be kind of this symbol every spring of rebirth and optimism.
I don't have any regrets because everything that I experienced created the person that I am, the person that I'm going to become. I'm not finished. I still have so much more to do.
That's the power of the show and of nature. If you look into your garden, you think everything is dead and you're going to go out with a shovel and tear it all out, you're missing the opportunity for these beautiful flowers and plants to come back year after year. But with care and time and nurturing and attention, they'll thrive. So that's what we need to see in each other.
David, there is a lot of feelings of despair and hopelessness about the state of our country and the volatility of our politics. And sometimes it is the most privileged of people who are complaining the most about that. So I wonder where these women find the resilience to feel hopeful.
I'm so sweet. I'm so gentle. I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. I don't give up. Regardless of what is put before me, I step on it. I walk over. It hurts, but it's not done. I have so much more to offer.
Every one of these women, the entire show, has an affiliation with Heartland. Heartland is an amazing institution that is serving first-generation students, Black and brown students, abled and disabled students, and creating, again, meaningful chances to lift themselves and their families up and to have bright futures. So to be able to do this show here on the campus and in collaboration with Heartland is really meaningful.
Perennial Optimism 2.0 has work by David Dow and features the voices of Anne, Shay, Hannah, Candace, Nita, and Charbonneau. The show is on now at Joe McCauley Gallery and runs through March 29th. 2 panel discussions and a reception will take place on March 28th. Also that day, Labyrinth Made Goods will host a pop-up shop on Heartland's campus. That shop will remain open until April 11th.
Support for arts and culture coverage on WGLT comes from PNC Financial Services. PNC is committed to supporting local arts and culture events in the communities they serve.